I just didn't know if you were talking or not. That's why I
No,
was.
that's fine. Thank you for reminding me. A quick recap for today's session, folks. First thing in the morning, around 9 o'clock, I started my top-down analysis slowly here today, actually 9:13. On YM, I told you this is the look, this is the view. I'm talking about 9, it was around here. I said this box breaks higher, it's going to touch this level and the next level. And earlier this week, I said this week will be bullish. Let's emphasize on, please, you guys agree with me because we talked about it this morning. You agreed with me that I mentioned this week is going to be bullish according to what I see on volume profile and what I see on the attraction levels that we have. The attraction levels were all pointing higher, most of them. I did the same thing for the NASDAQ. I said a break above this line, above this box is going to go higher. Below it, it's going to go lower. And I put a line here saying that this is a support area. And I mentioned that also in Slack, on Slack too. Same thing with the RTY. RTY, I said the same. But then RTY at around 10:30 here, I said main support level is 1484 right here. And that was, we were just crawling down to it. Okay. And I said RTY long, of course, market, and stop at 1482. So my stop loss was 1482. And then I said take first target 10 ticks because it was really, the momentum was down. I wanted 10 ticks on the first two contracts to have the safety, right? So we did that. And then finally I said if it goes above this next line, it's going to go to the third line. My target was 1503, initial target right here, 1503. But then when we got to that target, just before we got to that target, I said move your stop loss higher and move your target to 1512. So we moved our stop loss to 1500 when we were here. It came down, it clipped us out, altogether 170 ticks between the first target and the last target, 150 on the runner, 10 on 2, that's 20, and then 150 on the runner, that's 170. But then I don't have another entry because I saw it going back up to 1512. This was another 120 ticks higher in profits. Nevertheless, what was my support level on gold that I mentioned since yesterday? You folks remember? Can you type it for me, please? It was 1211, right? Support level. This is from yesterday. Look what happened to gold. I did not find an entry point because there was no stop loss for me to execute it. Also, meanwhile, I called the trade on RTY. China here took a trade on YM. His target was 2500, right, China? It's right here. He said his somewhere here. He said his China is 2500, and he took my opinion, right? China somewhere here. He said 2500. Yes, but I told you no. It could go to 25200. I said that, right? That's why I put a line here.
25 180, and it went
25,200.
there.
No, no,
Yep.
I said it to him, 25,200. My line was just below, but I mentioned verbally 25,200 to him. He remembers that. He just got out with 200 ticks. Point being, folks, anticipate, confirm, execute. You got out with 200 ticks. That's early to you. I think that's fantastic. You're just starting with us, China. You're amazing. So, folks, markets are vivid. You can really see them through the volume profile and the attraction levels that we have. That doesn't mean they are moving like this every day or exciting like this every day. This week has been fantastic. But you will see also the bad side of the market. When it's dead, it's dead. I mean, it is dead sometimes. You can't help it. And that's when most of you folks, most of the students and the members appreciate that when there's nothing, we don't force anything. we've been averaging one trade call a day. We've been averaging 200 ticks with one trade call, right? In the past few weeks now because of the market's movement. So don't complicate things. Follow the volume profile and just stick to the rules, folks.